Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more of The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening for the Nintendo Switch. Last time we had a little fun with Marin. We found the animal village, we found our next destination, but unfortunately it was blocked by a very annoying walrus, so we had to find Marin and used her lovely voice to wake up the walrus and get him out of the way. So now we can access the very small Yarna Desert, which I might as well take this opportunity to showcase this now, because I have not done it yet for whatever reason. But if you press the select button, you can see the map. Something I have just not shown this entire playthrough so far. And I guess I'll also just, in general, showcase the menu here, because I haven't really needed to, just due to the nature of, like, you really only use this if you absolutely need to, and because I've played this before, and because I record a lot of these straight through, I haven't had to do this. But yeah, you have the map right here. You can kind of look at all the different places of interest around Koholint Island. Every time you enter a new area, that section will completely open up so you can see what's around. And you can also make markers on the map as well. So, for example, if we walk around here, we know there's going to be a seashell around this area. Well, we should know that. I think the radar went off earlier, but because it went off earlier, it's not showing now. But we did get a marker for a seashell earlier, so what we're going to do is we're going to actually place a marker here. Put a pin. And, obviously, you can use whatever you want to signify whatever. We'll use diamonds to signify seashells, so we know there's a seashell down here. And you can just kind of do that through the whole map if you see something that you know you have to come back for later. Like, obviously, there was like a piece of heart that was in this cave, so we can put a heart icon right there. It's very useful if, like, you've played this game for the first time and you're not sure where everything is. You can just kind of use the markers as a way to kind of mark where things are. It's kind of what they did for Breath of the Wild and a lot of other games that have come out recently for Nintendo. So it is a very helpful system. You can also look at memories, which are basically just different clues of where you can go throughout the game. You can also see how many heart pieces and seashells you found and where you found them. Also, the chamber stones that you have and the memories from the chambers. You can find these here as well. So yeah, that's basically the map screen. You also have your items, which obviously we've seen this screen a number of times. This is where you can select all your inventory items. And you can also take a look at some of the other extra items you have as well. And all your like key items, trade quest items, stuff of that nature. And then you have the system screen, which basically shows you a briefing of all the controls. And you can also save and load your game here as well. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for the menu. I know that it's kind of weird doing the menu tutorial in video 9 of a project, but better late than never, I guess. So before we go to the Yarna Desert, let's go ahead and talk to Marin really quick with the new Ocarina that we got in the last video. Hey, that's a nice ocarina you have there. Will you accompany me as I sing? I always love that cutscene. So how do you like it? It's really touching, isn't it? Does it stick in your mind? Yes. So there we go. We've learned our first Ocarina song. We learned the Ballad of the Windfish. This song will always remain in your hearts. And rightfully it should. Please don't ever forget this song. Or me. Aw, how could I ever forget you? You're so cute. Okay, so with that, This seashell right here. This is probably like the most trolly seashell in the game. But at the same time, if you actually have any sort of knowledge about Link's Awakening, this is something that you would know actually exists. But, yeah, you see this, the radar is acting up. There's a seashell near here. If you dig all of these little pieces of land, you will find nothing. But also remember, this is where the walrus was. So if you actually play the song Marin teaches you right here. Orf, orf, orf. He didn't like that. But he does give you a seashell. So yeah, like, you don't actually get a seashell for that in the original games. But that is actually a cutscene you can get if you play the song here. Like, the walrus will poke his head up and you'll see that it's not Marin. And then he'll go back in the water. So it's kind of cool how they incorporated that. They incorporated that very small, almost forgettable cutscene and made it, like, actually like a seashell location in this game, which I think is pretty clever. But it can also be, like, really hard to find if you're not thinking correctly, because yeah, this is where you move the walrus. So it's like, hey, let's just try playing the song that Marin sang earlier. So yeah, I always thought that was a pretty neat location, despite how cryptic it might seem for like a first-time player. So yeah, if anyone's had trouble finding that, that's how you're supposed to get that one. So yeah, we're in the Yarna Desert. There's a lot of desert-like enemies. We have levers, we have pokies, all the nasty badniks that are in the Zelda series. There's also, I believe, a seashell right there, so let's go ahead and grab that. I think there's also another one over here too, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. There we go, another seashell. Now we're going to dash back up here. And we're actually going to go to this little sand pit here. Annoyance! You're only getting in the way! And here you have, I believe, Landmolus. It's only one of them, though, and I believe he's very weak against the bow and arrow. I don't know, he's taking some hits with it. Now, you don't want to fall in the middle of the pit, because that'll actually toss you into a... Oh, maybe the bow and arrow isn't that effective. There we go. It can also be kind of awkward to aim that, too. So unfortunately the key fell down in this middle hole, so we'll go ahead and fall down with it. But, simple enough, we'll just pick it when we fall down here. You get the angler key, so that'll open up the next dungeon. But the next dungeon is actually not located in this area at all. We actually have to go back to the north to find it. So yeah, this overworld section is very, very long. Also, yeah, piece of heart in here. This is a very easily missed piece of heart in the original game, because you can technically, like, grab the key and not fall down here, so... You know, if you never come in this cave, that's like a very easily missed thing, so... Just make sure you come back in there and grab that at some point if you're going for 100%. But yeah, that's pretty much it for all the stuff you can do here in the Yarna Desert. It's literally just the key, and then 2 seashells, and then 1 piece of heart. And that's really about it, so we're already done. But, before we leave, Mr. Owl's got something to tell us. Hoot! The shape of the key shows a fish swimming up a cascade of water. Go now to the mountain waterfall. A leap from the top and you'll reach your goal. Okay, sounds good to me. I guess before... Well, no, I'm already full health. Never mind. I was like, I'll go ahead and heal first, but no, I guess I don't have to. Okay, so yeah, we pretty much have to make our way back to the north, which... Thankfully, we don't have to go too far from here. There's literally just warp to Uki Prairie and then go up from there. And it doesn't take too long from that point. Actually, you know what? There's something else I want to get before I do anything else. We're going to go back to the village really quick. Because now that we have the Pegasus boots, we can actually take a look at this book up here. The Hidden Power of Color. Do you want to read this book? Sure. There's a new world of color under the 5 gravestones. 3, 4, 5, 2, 1. Or to be more specific, 1 down, 2 left, 3 up, 4 right, 5 up. Try with all your might, and you may open a new path. Are you worthy to receive the power of color? What's this world of color about? Maybe you should try it and see. That is something I will be checking out soon, but I'm not going to do it... I'm probably going to do it after I do the next dungeon. But yeah, that is something I definitely want to take a look at some point. So let's go ahead and... How many rupees am I at? 219? You know what? Screw it. I don't have anything I need to buy right now, so let's go ahead and buy this piece of heart. A low 200 rupees. I think we both have different opinions on what the word low means. But yeah, since we already bought the shovel and the bow and arrow and the bombs, we can pretty much spend our rupees on anything now and be fine. Not to mention, we'll still probably get lots of rupees throughout the game anyway, so... It's all good. So yeah, we can actually go back north now. We have a pretty quick and easy path that gets up there pretty quickly too, so it's also nice. Wait, hold on. For some reason that looked like that was suspicious, like that would have led to something. But apparently not. So also up here, we're kind of back in the area where we rescued Bow Wow. Over here, we actually have another warp point. There's some strange energy coming from here. You should take a closer look. There we go. That's weird that it does that. But yeah, this is a direct warp to Dampé's shack, which I could have gotten earlier, but I just wasn't thinking about it. So I forgot. Which, hey, it happens. It happens sometimes. Is there anything over here? No. Oh, there is something over here, though. Another seashell. Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead and check out this area over here now. This is, again, something we could have checked out earlier, but since we didn't really have a practical reason for coming over here, I didn't worry about it so much. Now that we actually have some more items, we can actually kind of clear out this area a bit more effectively and find some other goodies. So over here, we have this, like, weird little pothole over here. So, let's try to do something a little creative with this. If we go up here... I think this is what this... Actually, no, it's this one. Notice how we are getting a reading from our radar. Well, this looks big enough for a bomb. Hey, a secret seashell. How appropriate. We can't go over here yet, so we're kind of done with this for now. But we do have another warp point, so we'll go ahead and activate this. Kind of weird how there's like a warp point here and then also here. Seems like they're like not too far away from each other, but yeah, whatever. Game's gonna do whatever it wants to do, I guess. So here's the key to the next dungeon. The Mountain Waterfall Cave, as it mentioned earlier. The only problem is we'll have to find a way to get there because the water that's surrounding it is too deep for us to swim, so we're going to need to find another way to get there. But that's fine. We can find another way. So let's go ahead and explore these other two ladders before we move on. So if we climb up this ladder right here, this will actually take us to the windfish egg. And I think that's what the owl is going to tell us right here. Hoot! The windfish sleeps long and dreamily in the egg above. When you play the 8 instruments of the sirens in front of the egg, he will awaken. This, my friend, is the only way for you to leave the island. So this is Mount Tamaranch. And here is the egg. And if you actually try playing the song now, like, you will get a cutscene. And it will showcase all the instruments that you have gotten so far. But it won't be enough to actually open the egg, unfortunately. But it is kind of an interesting thing to, like, keep coming back here and trying, like, all the songs with, like, different instruments to hear, like, the different arrangements of this. And then the song becomes, like, more complete the more instruments you have. But alas, it is not enough to wake the windfish. So yeah, we'll have to come back later on. Okay, so here we are on the tall mountain range. This is our only path, so we'll have to go through this way first. I want to say there's a piece of heart in this room that we can get, so we'll focus on that for the time being. I'm trying to think to make sure I don't push this. Okay, we're good. Really? I can't do that? That's weird. Actually, I think I can just, like, go back up the stairs really quick. That should... Oh yeah, that works. Actually, I think I still could have done that in my last attempt. I just didn't realize that I could have. Which is something that happens sometimes when you're playing games like this. Also, damn, we're up to, how many heart containers is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Are we up to 10 already? Yeah, we're up to 10 hearts. I think we're halfway through with our heart container meter right now, which is weird because we still have, like, a majority of the dungeons left. We've been collecting a lot of heart pieces, guys. But hey, it's easy when they put, like, so many more in the game, so... I guess it's not really saying too much. So go ahead and get 50 more rupees, because we spent a lot of rupees earlier anyway, so may as well get some more. And now we're going to... Oh yeah, dash. I keep forgetting this is the remake, so I don't have to worry about equipping the boots. Because I already have them. It is funny, though, like, after playing a game so much, and as I've played the original Link's Awakening, that I just forget about that now. That, you know, one of those very annoying inconveniences are no longer a thing. Anyway, we're going to go through this little cave really quickly, and after we do that, we'll pretty much start making our way to the next dungeon. Which you probably saw down there, but there's just one quick thing I gotta take care of first. And that would be this guy right here, Mr. I'm gonna go get lost from my family. And that's exactly what he did right here. Yep, Papa got lost just like he said. Now I'm so famished I can't move. Can you give me some victuals? I guess I have a pineapple for you. This pineapple is so delicious, I'm gonna eat it right now. Bon appetit! It's kind of a shame you can't give him, like, the dog food or anything. Ah, this wasn't meant to be a reward. Here, take this. It's a hibiscus. So, for food, he's gonna give us a flower. So we'll have to find a way to use that later. Delicious! Yum! I'm filled with energy now. Keeps on eating. What a pig. So yeah, we're getting another signal from our radar, but I don't think we can actually get this one yet. I think we have to get this from above, so we'll have to come back for that later. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up, because all we have to do is this. And we're at the 4th dungeon. So next time, we're going to take on dungeon number 4, which is the Angler's Tunnel. So this has been SlimKirby. Thank you for watching, everybody. I'll see you guys next time. Later, folks.